Court is now in session.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 7 of the PCBC, the Pennsylvania College Basketball Court podcast on here, where we talk about teams from the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. I am your honorary judge, Noah Smithbauer, reporting live from Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, on this beautiful weathery day, the first day of snow, which is awesome to hear. So, we got a lot to get through today. We have the three recaps from Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then we'll look at the preview for the PSAC opening games for the crossover PSAC conference games, with tomorrow and Saturday taking the part of the... Pardon the interruption. I do sincerely apologize about my dog's decided being a pain in the butt. Anyways, so with Monday, we start off with Seton Hill against Salem, West Virginia. Seton Hill winning by a final score of 77-72. The Griffins proved to 5-0 this season, while Salem drops to 1-3. The top scorer for Salem was DJ Harrell, 39 minutes, shooting 7 of 11 from the floor, 1 out of 1 from three-point range, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal for 18 points. Isaac James had 13 points and 13 rebounds with 2 assists and 3 steals. They had 2 players with double-doubles. Jack Garrison IV, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. Tyree Davis, 11 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks, and 4 steals. And then off the bench in 18 minutes, Capone Barley shot 3 of 6 from the floor, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, and a total of 10 points. First half, the Tigers shot 36% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 41.7% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 48.6% from the floor, 55.6% from three-point range, and 81.8% from the free throw line. Overall, they shot 43.3% from the floor, 46.2% from three-point range, and 60.9% from the free throw line. Seton Hill, their top scorer was Kendrick Curtis. In 28 minutes, shot 8 of 14 from the floor, 1 of 3 from three-point range, and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. He had 9 rebounds and 3 steals for a total of 20 points. Ryan Mice, in 33 minutes, had 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists with 2 steals. He shot 4 of 14 from the floor, 2 out of 12 from three-point range, and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Gage Lattimore had 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals in 31 minutes. Seton Hill in the first half, they shot just under 36% from the floor, 26.3% from three-point range, 83.3% from the free throw line. In the second half, 37.1% from the floor, 20% from three-point range, and 71.4% from the free throw line. Overall, Seton Hill shot 36.5% from the floor, 23.5% from three-point range, 75% from the free throw line. All right, next game for Monday. So there's 3 games Monday, 6 games on Tuesday, 2 games yesterday. So not a lot of games to go through today compared to previous episodes we've had so far. Next one, Pitt Johnstown and DUville. This game being played in Buffalo, New York. Pitt Johnstown outscored DUville 45-39 in the first half. DUville outscoring Pitt Johnstown 51-41 in the second half. DUville winning by a final score of 90-86. DUville proving to 2-3. Pitt Johnstown dropping to 2-3. Top scorer for Pitt Johnstown was Jay Rose. 29 minutes, shot 7 of 12 from the floor, 4 out of 7 from three-point range, and 3 of 3 from the free throw line. 2 rebounds and a total of 21 points. Sean Dillon in 34 minutes had 16 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Ryan Smith in 28 minutes, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. Benny Kajuni, 24 minutes, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Adam Belinsky in 22 minutes off the bench. He had 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals. Mountain Cats, first half they shot 50% from the floor, 50% from three-point range, 14 of 14 from the free throw line, 100% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 42.9% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 82.35% from the free throw line. Overall, they shot 46.4% from the floor, 33.3% three-point range, 90.3% from the free throw line, shooting 28 of 31 from the free throw line. Very impressive. They did have a technical foul that was assessed to Adam Belinsky. The Saints, their top scorer was Justin Moore. No, not the Villanova guy. But Justin Moore of D'Youville in 33 minutes, shot 11 and 19 from the floor, 1 out of 2 from three-point range, 10 out of 12 from the free throw line. He had 9 rebounds, 1 steal, and 2 blocks for a total of 33 points. Jordan Turner in 21 minutes, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Trayton Trice off the bench in 24 minutes, had 14 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. The Saints in the first half, they shot just under 39% from the floor and 33.3% from three-point range, 85.7% from the free throw line. Second half, 48.6% from the floor, 20% from three-point range, 58.3% from the free throw line. Overall, they shot 43.7% from the floor, 26.7% from three-point range, and 64.5% from the free throw line. 2 technical fouls, one assessed to Elisha Warren, and the other one Dawson Matsell. Final game from Monday. Caldwell and East... No, wrong game. Not Caldwell. Chestnut Hill and Shippensburg. That's right. All right, so here we go. Chestnut Hill and Shippensburg. Kind of an upset game, surprisingly, that Chestnut Hill beat Shippensburg. Their top scorer was Ivy Pettit. 29 minutes, 6 of 17 from the floor, 5 out of 10 from three-point range, 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal for a total of 19 points. Alejandro Sibek, 29 minutes, shot 8 of 14 from the floor, 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. 11 rebounds, 1 assist, and a total of 19 points. Noah Charles, 27 minutes, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal. Neil Hill, 35 minutes, had 0 points, 4 assists, 1 steal, and a total of 12 rebounds. Very impressive, to say the least. And in the first half, they shot 30% from the floor, 23.1% from three-point range, 83.3% from the free throw line. Second half, 42.1% from the floor, 38.9% from three-point range, 85.7% from the free throw line. Overall, 36.8% from the floor, 32.3% from three-point range, 84.6% from the free throw line. Shippensburg. Their top scorer, no surprise, Marcus Frank. 36 minutes, 14 of 22 from the floor, 1 out of 4 from three-point range, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, and a total of 32 points. Their second highest scorer in 29 minutes had a total of 11 points with 3 rebounds and 1 assist, 2 blocks, and a steal. Donovan Hill in 32 minutes had 7 points, 13 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block. For the Raiders, their first half, they shot 40.5% from the floor, 16.7% from three-point range, 50% from the free throw line. Second half, 50% from the floor, 20% from three-point range, 1 out of 5, 57.1% from the free throw line. Overall, 44.8% from the floor, 17.6% from three-point range, 54.5% from the free throw line. So that is Monday's game schedule that happened. The recap from Monday. 1 and 2 on the night. The shocking loss out of those games that I missed was Shippensburg and Chestnut Hill. Seton Hill, that was the only game I got correct. D'Youville lost by 4 points. Shippensburg lost by 2 points. Tuesday, this was the best day of the... The good news is this was the best day of the 3-day schedule of the recap games we're going to go through today. Bad news is the Wednesday we only had 2 games to deal with, so no worries about that. All right, so Tuesday, Edinburgh against Penn State Du Bois. This was kind of an easy pick. In the first half, Edinburgh outscoring Penn State Du Bois 65-36. Second half, 55-27 in favor of Edinburgh. Is your speaker go off? Oh. Top scorer for Penn State Du Bois, Ashton Fortson, 26 minutes, 8 of 11 from the floor, 2 out of 2 from three-point range, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 block, 2 steals for a total of 19 points. Caleb Pryor in 27 minutes had 12 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, and 1 steal. Nair Poplar in 26 minutes, 11 points, shooting 5 of 7 from the floor and 1 out of 1 from three-point range. He had 3 rebounds and 1 steal. Penn State Du Bois in the first half, they shot 50% from the floor, 44.4% from three-point range, 80% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 40% from the floor, 16.7% from three-point range, 85.7% from the free throw line. Overall, they shot 45.3% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 83.3% from the free throw line. Good day for Edinboro. We'll get to that in just a second. Edinboro, they scored 120 points in this matchup. Bryce Baez, top scorer, and shot 9 of 13 from the floor in 25 minutes. 1 of 2 from three-point range. 6 of 7 from the free throw line. 8 rebounds, 2 assists, total of 25 points. Evan Berger in 26 minutes, 8 of 13 from the floor. 4 out of 9 from three-point range. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 5 assists, 7 steals for a total of 22 points. Michael Dunn, 6 of 10 from the floor. All 10 of his field goal attempts were three-point field goal attempts, which he had 6 out of 10. 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 block, 19 points. Senker Everin continues to dominate on the backboard. He had 26 minutes, 7 of 9 from the floor, 3 out of 3 from the free throw line, 15 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, and a steal for 17 points. IUP is L. Too bad. Dante Wilcott off the bench in 12 minutes, had 10 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 steals. I'd body IUP. Man, just wait until this team's going to be good in 2 years. Then that will be an issue for so-and-so. Anyways, first half, they shot 64.7% from the floor, 58.8% from three-point range, 91.7% from the free throw line. So basically anything they were shooting pretty much went in. Awesome. Second half, 53.3% from the floor, 13.3% from three-point range, 83.3% from the free throw line. Overall, 58.2% from the floor, 37.5% from three-point range, 88.9% from the free throw line. Very impressive performance on the spectrum of Edinboro. Hold that thought. Who's this guy even a fan? Anyways, moving on. Lock Haven and Goldie Beacom. Lock Haven finally on a roll right now. Goldie Beacom, they're in the first half they tied at 30. The score was tied in the first half at 34. Lock Haven, though, in the second half, outscoring Goldie Beacom 48-39. Final score 82-73 in favor of Lock Haven. Lock Haven's now 2-3. Goldie Beacom 2-3 as well. Top scorer for Goldie Beacom was Zayon Marsh. 36 minutes, 7 of 17 from the floor. 1 out of 2 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 1 steal for a total of 17 points. David Robertson, not the baseball pitcher. 31 minutes, 6 of 10 from the floor, 2 out of 3 from three-point range, 11 rebounds, 1 block, 1 steal for 14 points. Shane Taylor off the bench in 24 minutes had 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. And Trey Powell off the bench in 18 minutes had 12 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Goldie Beacom in the first half shot 34.3% from the floor, 40% from three-point range, 85.7% from the free throw line. Second half, 37.9% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 100% from the free throw line, hitting 15 of 15 from the free throw line. Very impressive. He was a baseball pitcher, actually. Google it. Anyways, 30. Okay, yes. Overall, they shot 35.9% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 95.5% from the free throw line. No technical fouls. Lock Haven, top scorer, Eli Washington, in 28 minutes, 8 of 14 from the floor, 2 out of 3 from three-point range, 7 of 9 from the free throw line. 1 rebound, 6 assists, 4 steals for a total of 25 points. Off the bench, Kevin Coleman in 27 minutes had 17 points, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 3 steals. Dylan Scott, 24 minutes, 3 out of 3 from the floor, 1 out of 1 from three-point range, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, and 1 steal for a total of 10 points. The Bald Eagles in the first half, they shot 56.5% from the floor, 50% from three-point range, 50% from the free throw line. Second half, 55.6% from the floor, 28.6% from three-point range, and 76.2% from the free throw line. Overall, they shot 56% from the floor, 41.2% from three-point range, 70.4% from the free throw line, and a team technical foul was assessed to Lock Haven. Cal, ranked number 4 in Division II basketball right now. They have been on a roll, to say the least. Cal, first half they outscored the Lions 39-21, and in the second half outscored them 45-31. Cal easily winning 84-52. Cal going to 5-0. Lincoln, PA drops to 1-3. Top scorer for Lincoln, Reggie Hudson, 23 minutes, 5 of 17 from the floor, 0 out of 1 from three-point range, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals for a total of 13 points. And off the bench in 18 minutes, Amir Moore shot 4-13 from the floor, 2 out of 8 from three-point range, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, total of 10 points. The Lions overall, they shot 24.3% from the field, 0 out of 7 from three-point range, and 60% from the free throw line. Second half, 33.3% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 50% from the free throw line, only taking 2 attempts from the free throw line in the second half. Overall, they shot an abysmal 28.8% from the floor, 24% from three-point range, 57.1% from the free throw line. Not a good day for Lincoln. For Cal, their top scorer continues to be Keith Pallick III. Who would have thought Keith Pallick III is in the top 5 in the PSAC in scoring right now? Never would have guessed that. But he did in 29 minutes in this game, had shot 6 of 12 from the floor, 2 out of 6 from three-point range, and had 1 free throw attempt, which he successfully converted. He had 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block for a total of 15 points. Cam Polak, 26 minutes, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Caden Hanna, 23 minutes, 13 rebounds, 11 assists, 13 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Donald Whitehead Jr., 12 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal in 32 minutes. And credit where credit's due, Damon Alexander in 18 minutes off the bench, 7 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks. Vulcans in the first half shot 35% from the floor and 40% from three-point range, 77.8% from the free throw line. Second half, 47.5% from the floor, 31.25% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. Overall, Cal shot 41.6% from the floor, 35.5% from three-point range, 75% from the free throw line. Is he barking at anybody? No. I didn't think he was. Just being a pain, as per usual. Caldwell and Bloomsburg. Caldwell winning 75-72. Caldwell impressively 5-0 in the season. Bloomsburg, not a surprise. They're 1-4. Top scorer for the Huskies was Matt Bengal in 29 minutes, 9 of 17 from the floor, 2 out of 4 from three-point range, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. 7 out of 7. 7 rebounds and a total of 21 points. Tony Henderson, 34 minutes, 5 of 8 from the floor, 3 out of 3 from three-point range, 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block for a total of 14 points. Louis Wild in 38 minutes, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Mondu Richards, 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals with 3 blocks in 17 minutes. Overall, in the first half, they shot 37.9% from the floor, 41.7% from three-point range, 50% from the free throw line. Second half, 48.6% from the floor, 40% from three-point range, 75% from the free throw line. Overall, Bloomsburg, my dogs are going nuts again. Overall, they shot, too far. 44.4% from the floor, 40.9% from three-point range, 70% from the free throw line. Now Caldwell. Top scorer was D'Angelo Horn, 38 minutes, 6 of 9 from the floor, 1 out of 2 from three-point range, 10 out of 14 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists for a total of 23 points. Derek Bueno, in 24 minutes, 21 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal. Isaiah Filbert, 16 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals. Overall, Caldwell in the first half shot 39.3% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 76.5% from the free throw line. Second half, 45.2% from the floor, 0 out of 9 from three-point range, and 8 of 16 from the free throw line. Overall, they shot 42.4% from the floor, 19% from three-point range, 63.6% from the free throw line. All right. Millersville and Wilmington, Delaware. Millersville improving to 4-1 on the season. Wilmington, Delaware dropping to 1-4. The Wildcats, their top scorer, Trey Hawkins, 34 minutes, 8 of 12 from the floor, 1 out of 1 from three-point range, 4 rebounds and 2 steals for a total of 17 points. Manar Waller in 32 minutes, 4 of 11 from the floor, 1 out of... I'm reading them. SRU currently is not owned in the PSAC right now. I think they're like 8th in the conference. And honestly, they should be 1-3. I don't know how they got out of Wheeling with the win. Manar Waller, 32 minutes, 4 of 11 from the floor, 1 out of 4 from three-point range, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals for a total of 13 points. Skip Burton in 29 minutes, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Overall, the Wildcats in the first half, 41.4% from three-point range, or from the field, 25% from three-point range, 58.3% from the free throw line. Second half, 42.9% from the floor, 9.1% from three-point range, going 1 of 11, 83.3% from the free throw line. Overall, 42% from the floor, 15.8% from three-point range, and 66.7% from the free throw line. Millersville, their top scorer was Drew Stover. 8 of 10 from the floor, 5 out of 8 from three-point range, 5 out of 8 from the free throw line. 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks, and a steal for a total of 21 points. Mondale Cooper, 30 minutes, 18 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Aiden Gare in 33 minutes, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, and a steal. Alec Topper, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 block. Browers in the first half shot 48.4% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. The second half, 51.5% from the floor, 36.4% from three-point range, 70% from the free throw line. Overall, they shot 50% from the floor, 35% from three-point range, 68.4% from the free throw line. Last game from Tuesday, Lake Erie College and Clarion. Lake Erie College destroyed Clarion. Appreciate it. Lake Erie College destroying Clarion, outscoring them 107-76. Good start for the, I believe they're called the Tornadoes, Lake Erie College. Well, they did, fun fact, Clarion did beat IUP recently, but that was the first time in 13 years when that did happen. Clarion, their top scorer was Justice Easter, who in 33 minutes shot 5 of 10 from the floor, 1 out of 3 from three-point range, 7 out of 12 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 blocks for a total of 18 points. Cam Kearney in 25 minutes, 4 of 10 from the floor, 0 out of 1 from three-point range, 3 out of 4 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal for 11 points. Gavin Cote in 30 minutes, 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Off the bench, Josiah Dow in 26 minutes, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and a pair of steals and blocks. And Kendon Peebles in 14 minutes off the bench, 10 points, 3 rebounds. Clarion in the first half shot 48.4% from the floor, 40% from three-point range, 71.4% from the free throw line. Second half, 46.2% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 50% from the free throw line. Overall, they shot 47.4% from the floor, 36.8% from three-point range, 55.6% from the free throw line. Lake Erie College. Top scorer, Cam Johnson, 19 minutes, 8 of 13 from the floor, 2 from three-point range, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 21 points. Derek Anderson, 20 minutes, 4 of 8 from the floor, 2 out of 4 from three-point range, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 13 points. Joshua Dames, 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist, 20 minutes. Gio Moore, 14 minutes, 14 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Todd Simmons, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists in 14 minutes off the bench. They had a total of 19 players in this game. Pretty impressive if you're Lake Erie College. In the first half, 43.6% from the floor, 26.7% from three-point range, 75% from the free throw line. Second half, 48.9% from the floor, 38.1% from three-point range, 8 of 8 from the free throw line in the second half. Overall, they shot 46.4% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 85% from the free throw line. So overall, 5-1 on Tuesday. The only game I did miss was Lake Erie College beating Clarion. Now we get to the Wednesday games. Westchester and Jefferson. The only game I missed from yesterday's 2-game stint. Westchester outscoring Jefferson 36-31 in the first half, 42-39 in the second half, 78-70 the final. Westchester improving to 2-2. Jefferson recording its first loss of the season. They are now 4-1. Top scorer for Jefferson was Ashton Miller in 36 minutes, 7 of 13 from the floor, 2 out of 5 from three-point range, 10 of 10 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals for a total of 26 points. Jeremiah Dorsey in 30 minutes had 14 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Sean Fullerton in 36 minutes, 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists with 2 steals. Off the bench, Farouk Kaba, 29 minutes, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. In the first half, they shot 40% from the floor, 20% from three-point range, 8 of 8 from the free throw line, 100%. Second half, 46.2% from the floor, 25% or 30.7% from three-point range, 84.6% from the free throw line. Overall, they shot 43.1% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 90.5% from the free throw line. Westchester, their top scorer was Dylan Blair, 29 minutes, 6 of 9 from the floor, 4 out of 4 from three-point range, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals for a total of 21 points. Elijah Allen in 32 minutes had 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Off the bench, Anthony Purnell Jr. in 21 minutes, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Moro Asamanu in 21 minutes, 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist with 2 steals. The Golden Rams in the first half, they shot 50% from the floor, 57.1% from three-point range, 44.4% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 55.6% from the floor, 42.9% from three-point range, 56.25% from the free throw line. Overall, he shot 52.7% from the floor, 50% from three-point range, 52% from the free throw line. A lot of teams not shooting good from the free throw line this season. All right, with that being said, so we got those two games out of the way. 1-2 on Monday, 5-1 on Tuesday, 1-1 on yesterday. So overall, not bad. Could have been worse. Overall, so far this season, 48-29 with a correction percentage of 62.3%. Not too bad. So we get to the Friday and Saturday games, which is very exciting because this is the first time that IEP finally gets to be at home. After the first 2 weeks of the season, they had to travel to Charleston, West Virginia, and Ashland, Ohio. Pretty far distance for IEP to be traveling with those first 4 matchups of the season. All right, so now let's go to some previews. So the first game on the list is a 1 o'clock game. This was originally a to-be-announced game, but officially came out yesterday. This is a 1 o'clock game, the only 1 o'clock game on the schedule for Friday. It is Bloomsburg traveling to Gannon. I believe they are back at the Highmark Events Center, finally, after playing what I would call a dud season, playing at the Haggerty Family Events Center at Cathedral Prep High School. That was just such a joke. I thought they should have played at Deere Insurance Arena, but that's my opinion. But Bloomsburg at Gannon. Gannon being 4-2, they're on a 4-game winning streak. Bloomsburg 1-4, one of the worst teams in the PSAC this season. Slippery Rock hosting Westchester. Oh wait, no. Oh, that's right. That's why I did it. Okay, so back forward. Whoop. Millersville hosting traveling to California, Pennsylvania at the Convocation Center. I would say this is without a doubt the best game of Friday and the best game of the two-day set this weekend. This is going to be a good matchup. Top teams in the PSAC right now. Millersville top seed in the PSAC East racing against top seed in the PSAC West. This should be a really good matchup coming up tomorrow. Next game, another 5 o'clock game. Edinboro hosting Kutztown. The Fighting Scots playing at their home at the Macomb Fieldhouse. Edinboro is 3-2. Kutztown is 1-3. Shout out to that. I love y'all. Anyways, next game. Clarion hosting Mansfield. So Clarion coming off that loss to Lake Erie College on Tuesday. Clarion still 4-1 overall. Mansfield dropping their game on Wednesday against St. Bonaventure, which I actually forgot to mention. Oopsies. So, back to this real fast. So we had Mansfield and St. Bonaventure. This game occurred last night in St. Bonaventure, New York. Mansfield. It's going to be a hard time reading this. Okay, here we go. So top scorer for Mansfield was I believe his name's Owen Chambers. Gotta go back to my math. Yes. Owen Chambers in 26 minutes. He shot 4 of 7 from the floor, 3 out of 5 from three-point range. He had 7 rebounds and 1 assist for a total of 11 points. That was the only player with double-digit points for Mansfield. Appreciate that. 2 scores in double digits for St. Bonaventure. Chance Moore, 30 minutes, 6 of 11 from the floor, 1 of 3 from three-point range, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 12 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, and 2 steals for a total of 16 points. And Leger Jones in 19 minutes, 4 of 5 from the floor, 2 out of 2 from three-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal for a total of 11 points. Team stats. Right. Field goal percentage. Mansfield shot 21 out of 52 from the floor. Okay, here we go. 40.4% from the floor, 34.8% from three-point range, 40% from the free throw line. St. Bonaventure overall shot 44.9% from the floor, 28% from three-point range, 70% from the free throw line. They out-rebound Mansfield 46-29. and that includes 16-5 advantage in free throws. Time with the lead, they had led this game for 98.8% of this game. So, pretty impressive to say there. Edinburgh clearing. Okay, now here we go. Slippery Rock and Westchester. Game being played at Morrow Fieldhouse tomorrow at 5 p.m. Slippery Rock coming off a loss last Saturday to Fairmont State. And Westchester 2-2. They're coming off a win against Jefferson yesterday. Should be a good one. Seton Hill, 5-0 start the season. Can they keep it going? Hosting Shepherd at the McKenna Center. And Pitt Johnstown hosting Lock Haven. So Shepherd, Seton Hill 5-0, Shepherd 2-2. Pitt Johnstown 2-3 hosting 1-3 Lock Haven. Or 2-3 Lock Haven. I should have wrote that down. We're 2-3 now. And then finally, Shippensburg traveling to IUP, the Kovalchik Convention and Athletic Complex. So let's look at the preview for this matchup. I did something a little bit different with this. I decided to do this on Google Docs because I think it would be a lot easier to do it this way rather than just wasting paper. So now I'm only using half the amount of index cards that I need, so that I can just type it and get some information. So let's look at this so far. So far going into the season, we're 2-2. IUP is 2-2 this season. Overall, their all-time record is 1,498 wins versus 779 losses. Career winning percentage, .658. IUP is 2-2, 6th in the PSAC West. Shippensburg is 1-3, ranked 8th in the PSAC East. This is the 119th all-time meeting between these two programs. IUP has advantage, winning 74 out of 118 matchups. The last matchup was last year in Shippensburg on December 1st, 2023. IUP winning by a final score of 96-84. And this was the game where Marcus Frank hit 40 points against IUP. Now let's take a look at the 7 key elementals of Noah's Fundamentals basketball. Offensively, IUP averaging 74.8 points per game, ranked 13th in the conference, versus Shippensburg, who is averaging 79.5 points per game, ranked in the middle at number 9. Defensively, IUP is averaging 74.8, allowing only 74.8 points per game. That's ranked 5th. Shippensburg is allowing 81.5 points per game. That is ranked 11th. Field goal percentage, Shippensburg has nearly 5%, is shooting almost 5% better than IUP. Shippensburg shooting 48.3% from the floor. That's tied for 3rd. IUP shooting 43.5% from the floor. That is ranked 12th. 3-point percentage is very close on this one. IUP 33.9% from the floor. That's ranked 7th in the conference. Compared to Shippensburg, 33.8%. They're right behind IUP at number 8. Rebounds, free throw percentage. IUP is shooting a lot better, nearly 8% better from the free throw line than Shippensburg is. IUP 67.9% from the floor. That is ranked 10th. Shippensburg at the bottom of the PSAC at 60% even. Rebounds, another really close one. Shippensburg has the advantage on this one. 39.8 rebounds per game. That's ranked 7th. Right behind him is IUP at number 8 with 39.3 rebounds per game. The ultimate factor in this one, in the tiebreaker, goes to assist over turnover ratio, which IUP has an advantage on at 1.46 assists per turnover, compared to Shippensburg, who is ranked 7th in the conference at 1.08. IUP overall has 4 out of 7 boxes filled with these 7 key elements. Top 3 scorers for IUP. Their top scorer is number 11, Christian Moore, who is averaging 21 points per game, 3.3 rebounds. He's shooting 38.7% from the floor and 38.6% from three-point range. The next highest scorer for IUP is Demir Brooks, who is averaging 12.5 points per game and 8.5 rebounds per game, while shooting 59.5% from the floor and 0% from three-point range, because he is 0 for 0. He has not taken a three-point shot yet this season. And Tyler Grove is our third highest scoring player. He's the freshman from Erie, Pennsylvania, and played basketball at McDowell. He is averaging 11.8 points per game with 4.3 rebounds per game. He is shooting 43.9% from the floor and 33.3% from three-point range. Fire this up real fast. Okay, here we go. All right, back to this. Top scorer, no surprise, is Marcus Frank, number 10. He is... Oh, wait, wrong one. Where's Shippensburg? Where's Shippensburg? That's Lock Haven. I need Shippensburg. Here we go. There we go. The top scorer for Shippensburg, he's a 6'4" guard/forward, redshirt sophomore from Swickley, Pennsylvania, playing his high school ball at Quaker Valley. No surprise, it is Marcus Frank. He is averaging 25.3 points per game, which I believe is number 2 overall in the PSAC, right behind, can't remember. Lakeem McKaylee. He's averaging 8 rebounds per game, shooting 62.9% from the floor and 20% from three-point range. He is only 1 of 5 from three-point range. Donovan Hill, the number 2 scorer. He is a 6'8" forward and junior from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, playing his high school ball at Central Dauphin, and is a D1 transfer from Niagara University. 11.5 points per game with 9.5 rebounds per game. He is shooting 41.5% from the floor, 31.3% from three-point range. Third highest scorer, he is a 6-foot guard and junior from Frederick, Maryland, playing his high school ball at Linganore. Timmy Connor, who is averaging 10.3 points and 2.3 rebounds per game. He's shooting 41.5% from the floor, 36.8% from three-point range. Now, 3 keys of the game for this matchup between Shippensburg and IUP. Number 1 is home sweet home. For the first time this season, IUP gets to take its basketball talent and see what they can do with this young freshman core and this young program, who is in a rebuilding/retooling season for the Crimson Hawks. What can they prove at home in this 2-game stretch? These 2 games are going to be the first of a 4 games home stretch, with Shippensburg tomorrow, Lock Haven Saturday, Lincoln, PA on Wednesday, and then South Carolina Beaufort coming up on Monday, December 2nd. 2, the return of GRS, or in this case, Gabriel Romero Sands. He was a freshman last season for IUP. He was the only of 3 freshman players that did not play for IUP last season. He redshirted his freshman year. Transfers to Shippensburg. He's been pretty decent this season. So it's going to be his first game back at the Kovalchik. And so far in 4 games he has played, he is averaging about 9.5 minutes per game. He's shooting 44.4% from the floor. He's 0 out of 2 from three-point range and 1 out of 2 from the free throw line at 50%. He's averaging 2.3 points and 2 rebounds per game. So he's not been a terrible backup role player for the Shippensburg Raiders. And number 3, this is my big one. Marcus Frank at the free throw line is better than Marcus Frank shooting on the floor. Why I say that? Because he's only shooting 54.5%. Despite being the number 2 scorer in the PSAC, he's averaging and only shooting 54.5% from the free throw line compared to his 62.9% from the field. So if they can try to foul them, especially with Shippensburg being the worst team in the PSAC in free throw percentage, IUP has an advantage because they've had some games, like the previous game, they only took 4 free throw attempts, but they hit all 4 of them. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Now, Saturday games. So we have the first of 7 3:00 games on Saturday. The first one, it is, I guess they changed it. Edinburgh and Westchester. Okay, yeah, it is a 3:00 game. Okay, no worries. First game, Pitt Johnstown taking on Mansfield. at the UPJ Sports Center. Seton Hill hosting Shippensburg at the McKenna Center. Gannon hosting East Stroudsburg. So they get the top two teams in the PSAC East as their first two home games of the season. So that'll be a challenge for Gannon. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. Slippery Rock hosting Millersville. This is going to be a tough game for Slippery Rock. I don't know how that game will go out. Clarion hosting Bloomsburg at the Tiffin Gym. Tippin Gym. Edinburgh hosting Westchester at the Macomb Fieldhouse. IUP is hosting Lock Haven at the KCAC again. And the 8 o'clock game, it is California, Pennsylvania hosting Shepherd. So, preview for Saturday's game. We'll get that out of the way because at least the good news is next week we only have one preview to look at with IUP. So, for the Saturday matchup, same record, 2-2. Lock Haven is 1-3 right now. They're ranked 6th in the PSAC East. This is the 144th all-time meeting between these two programs. IUP having the advantage 108-35. Their last matchup was December 2nd, 2023. IUP winning 68-63. 7 key elements again. IUP 74.8 points per game, ranked 13th. Lock Haven is just averaging under 79 points a game, ranked 10th. Defensively, IUP 74.8 points per game, ranked 5th. Lock Haven 83.4 points per game allowed. That is ranked 4th to last in the conference at 14th. Field goal percentage a lot closer than the Shippensburg IUP preview. Lock Haven 44.4% from the floor, 43.5% for IUP. That is ranked right behind them at number 12. 3-point field goal percentage. IUP has a massive advantage on this. 33.9% from the 3-point range for IUP. That's ranked 7th. Lock Haven shooting 26.4% from the floor. That is ranked 2nd to last, number 16 in the conference. Free throw percentage. Lock Haven shooting 73% from the free throw line. That is ranked 8th. IUP 10th at 67.9. Rebounds. IUP has advantage. 39.3 rebounds per game. That's ranked 8th. Lock Haven 38.4 rebounds per game. That is ranked tied for 12th in the conference. And assist to turnover ratio, I believe this is another tiebreaker. Yes, another tiebreaker. 1.46 assists per turnover for IUP. That's ranked 2nd. Lock Haven 13th in the conference at 0.75. Top scorers, Christian Moore, Demir Brooks, and Tyler Grove for IUP. Now, top 3 scorers for Lock Haven for the Bald Eagles. Their top scorer, he is a 6'1" guard and grad student from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, playing his high school ball at Hempfield High School, Eli, Washington, who is averaging 16.8 points and 2.4 rebounds per game. He's shooting 48% from the floor and 40% from three-point range. Number 2 scorer. He's a 6-foot guard and senior from Madison, Wisconsin, playing his high school ball at Madison Lafayette. Isaiah Stewart, he is averaging 11.6 points and 8 rebounds per game, 61.8% from the floor, 50% from three-point range. He's only taken 2 attempts. He's hit 1 out of 2. And the third highest score, Isaiah Stewart's averaging 11 points per game. Isaiah Stewart's actual stats, I forgot I switched them because of the point totals. The second highest scoring player, by this note, he is a 6'9" forward and Jude from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, playing his high school ball at Susquehanna High School, and is in his previous school that he played, it was D2 Wheeling. Kevin Coleman, who is averaging 11.6 points per game, 8 rebounds per game, 61.8% from the floor, 50% from three-point range, 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Third highest scorer is from Madison, Wisconsin. Plays high school ball at Madison Lafayette. 6 foot and is a 6-foot guard and senior. That is Isaiah Stewart. His stats are 11 points and 5 rebounds per game, 39.6% from the floor, 19.2% from three-point range. 3 keys of the game. Number 1, pressure them into tough shots. because they are ranked second to last in three-point field goal percentage. If they try to pressure them into only taking three-pointers, I mean, hey, you never know. It might be a day where Lockhaven could shoot 50% from three-point range. But if you try to pressure them into taking tough shots, it's going to make it a lot harder for them. Number 2, Crimson Hawks are better than the Bald Eagles. Even though I like the latter better. I love Bald Eagles. They're one of my favorite type of bird. But because IEP being a Crimson Hawk, I have to pick that one. Crimson Hawks are better than the Bald Eagles. 3, avoid them going to the free throw line. Again, they're shooting 73% from the free throw line, nearly a 5.5% free throw percentage better than IEP. So if they can try to avoid them to go to the free throw line, that is going to really help. And it's also going to be the return of Idris Ali, who has been okay. I'm actually surprised he's not been starting for them. So kind of interesting to say the least with that. All right. With that being said, we got picks, and let's do the picks for this two-day stretch. Bloomsburg at Gannon. I'm going with Gannon. Westchester at SRU. I'm going with that, sticking with SRU on this one. I think that game's going to be close. Mansfield at Clarion. I'm picking Clarion. Kutztown at Edinburgh. Give me Edinburgh on that one. Millersville and Cal. I think this game could go either way. But I'm going to stick with Cal right now. Shepherd and Seton Hill. Give me Seton Hill. I think I'd be shocked to see them go 6-0. I think they went 5. They've been 500 the last 2 or 3 years. So why not? I mean, who knows what the PSAC West is going to bring very soon in about a month and a half. Lock Haven and Pitt Johnstown. I got Lock Haven on this one, although I think Pitt Johnstown is going to make this game close. And then Shippensburg against IEP. I love IEP in this matchup. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they're at home and they really don't have a lot of scoring besides Marcus Frank. I think IEP can easily beat Shippensburg. If they can shut down Marcus Frank, this is going to be one of the easiest wins of the season for IEP. Yeah, I'm going to stick with IEP in that one. Saturday games. East Stroudsburg and Mansfield and Pitt Johnstown. I have Pitt Johnstown on that one. Seton Hill and Shippensburg. Seton Hill again. IEP, Gannon and East Stroudsburg. I got Gannon. That's going to be a good matchup. Millersville and Slippery Rock. I got Millersville on this one. So I think Slippery Rock's going to be 3-3 to start the year. Clarion and Bloomsburg. Another easy pick. Clarion on that one. Edinburgh and Westchester. I got Westchester. I guess because I think Elijah Allen's a lot better of a player than what Edinburgh has to offer. Though Sanker Everett's been pretty good player overall this season. The 8 o'clock game, Cal at Shepherd, another really decent, easy pick. Cal over Shepherd in that one. IEP against Lock Haven. Lock Haven's been a disappointment so far this year. I am sticking with IEP on this one. I think IEP is going to start the season at 4-2. I actually think they could start the season potentially at 5-2 if they get these 2 wins out of the way. They got Lincoln next. I know that's going to be a low-scoring game. Lincoln and the teams in the CIAA always are low-scoring games. They play all defense. They're very low-scoring games. So I think IEP is going to be off to a pretty good start. They're going to go 2-0 in the weekend, in this 2-day weekend stretch before facing Lincoln, PA on Wednesday, November 27th at the Gavalchik. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for episode 7 of the PCBC of the second season. I will be filming on Monday, November 25th. So I hope you guys will join me for that with recaps from the Friday and Saturday games. We have previews for Monday. Pitt Johnstown travels to Puerto Rico for a 2-game stretch. So that game will probably be going on as soon as I'm filming. They take on Rio Piedras, the University of Puerto Rico at Rio Piedras. And then there's a bunch of games on Tuesday, and then we'll do the Wednesday games. So Monday's episode is going to cover Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday games. And then the recap for those games will be on Thursday. So anyways, guys, that'll do it for Season 2, Episode 7. I'm your honorary judge, Noah Smith-Bear, reporting live from Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, saying so long, and have a great rest of your night.